Let's address the elephant in the room, shall we? Before I get into the story, I need y'all to understand what my frame of mind was like so that you can understand why I reacted the way I did, okay? I didn't think I was an ugly duckling, but I didn't think I was the prettiest thing walking either. I used to always be very shocked when I found out that people like me. I'm still like that. I'd be like, you like me? You? Me?
Oh, really?
I didn't think I was ugly, but I think I was pretty. I thought I was okay. Thought I was all right. You know what I mean? With that in mind, my confidence level then is nowhere near, this hair keeps hitting me in my face. My confidence level then was nowhere near what it is now. Okay. So now let's get into the story. Started actually when I was in 8th grade. So I was in 8th grade. It was a random school day. I came to school like I normally do, and my neck apparently was swelled. It was like swollen. Anyway, it was swollen. And I didn't see it. My mama didn't see it. Maybe just the hurry up and get the child to school thing was going on. I don't know. But no one in my house saw it. I get to school. Everyone's talking about my neck. One of my friends took me to my homeroom teacher, who was my science teacher, right? And so she was like, yeah, you need to go to the nurse. Took me to the nurse. And you know, them APS nurses, baby, they can't give you no Tylenol, but they can diagnose you with some thyroid. Anyway, I went to the nurse, and the nurse basically said, oh, baby, you need to go to the doctor. I'm like, ain't you the doctor? I thought they sent me here because you was docking. You not docking?
I gotta think of a way to get this money by tomorrow. Huh? I gotta think of a way to get,
She said, no. She calls my mom. My mom comes to the school, and then my mom has a conversation, like they all sitting with me or whatever. Have a conversation about taking me to the doctor. Cool. My mama couldn't, well, actually, she took me to the pediatrician. I was a walk-in at the pediatrician first. And then when I was at the pediatrician, they recommended that I go to a specialist who handles that type of thyroids and all that kind of stuff. Because my pediatrician was like, yeah, it's something going on with your thyroid. So boom, she tells my mama that. We make an appointment with the endocrinologist, which is what that's called, boo. We made an appointment with the endocrinologist. He assesses me and is like, oh, yeah, you have a thyroid condition. This is the pills you need to take. You need to make sure you stay healthy, blah, 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 right? Cool. Everything is good. I get my meds. I get back on my meds. My neck swells down. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Fast forward to when I'm 19. I start getting spots. Am I a Dalmatian? What happened? I started getting spots, like right here on my face, like right here. It was like a little mask. Like y'all remember the, I think it was a PlayStation 2 game, I think Sly Cooper or something? Yeah, I looked like that. Raccoon. I called my mom and I was like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm getting these random white spots on my face and da 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 da. So she takes me to I go home because I'm away at school. Go home. And when I go home, we go to the doctor. Y'all, let me back up. When I went home, my mama looked at my face and stuff, obviously, and she was like, it's that makeup you're using. It's that makeup. You need to stop using that makeup. Because at this time, remember I told you I wasn't real confident in myself. I still very much was not at 19. I was not that confident. I wore makeup everywhere, because I had really bad acne. Not because of the vitiligo or the potential vitiligo or spots. I did it because I had acne real bad, and I didn't like it. So I used to do the makeup situation to cover my acne, right? Right. I go to, after my mama tells me, it's that makeup. You need to stop using that makeup. It's that makeup. I'm like, I don't think it's the makeup because I got it in other places that I don't apply that makeup. So try again, boo. So my mama takes me to the dermatologist after I told her I had spots in other places. You know what I'm saying? So then the dermatologist comes in. She looks at me for like 2 seconds. I kid you not, y'all. 2 seconds on the, okay? Uno, dos, 1, 2. I'm not even gassing it. She looked at me for 2 seconds and goes, oh, you have vitiligo. Okay, so this is what we need to do. And all I heard was vitiligo, and the rest of, I didn't hear nothing else that lady said. I didn't hear nothing else that I said, vitiligo. That Michael Jackson? Vitiligo? Me? Like, I was just so frazzled, but I kept my cool in the doctor's office because I don't like people seeing me cry. So I kept my cool in the doctor's office, even though my eyes started to well up so bad when she said that. She basically was like, it's not the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? There are things and medications that we can put you on to keep your spots from getting worse. And you can get on vitamins so that way you don't have as many spots. Right? I get on the meds. Everything's fine. Now, before I got on the meds, though, after the doctor's appointment, I went home with my mama. And I'll never forget this conversation. I went home with my mama, and I went up in her room, and I started talking to her about it. And I was just like, I broke down. I just broke down, boo. I just broke all the way down. I was just like, who's going to love me like looking like this? This is crazy. Like, no one's going to want to be my friend. No one's going to like me. People going to think I'm contagious. Like, I was going through the whole list of everything that y'all say in my comment section, actually. I was having that heart-to-heart conversation with my mama, and I was crying and just so upset about it. And then my mama was like, why? Like, because I was like, why me? And then my mom was like, well, why not you? Like, you strong. You can take care of yourself. You can handle yourself. Like, mentally, you're strong. You don't let a lot of things get to you that other people say and stuff like that. So you're the perfect person for it. She was like, use it more so to help others type of thing. Right? Cool. That was the one and only time I ever broke down about it. To this day, I have not broken down about it again. Because it's just some skin. After me and my mama had that heart-to-heart, you know, I got on my medications. Cool. Everything was good. My color was coming back. Everything was good. Now, I ran out of meds. Remember how I told y'all I was going to school away from where I lived at? Yeah, I was going to school. I was going to the University of West Georgia. Go Wolves. But I lived in Atlanta. 45 minutes apart, if you needed to know, okay? So when I ran out of meds, I called my mom and I said, oh, I'm out of meds. She said, call and make you a doctor's appointment. I called the doctor to make a doctor's appointment. And the doctor is like, oh, we don't have an appointment for 3 months.
What? What did he say? What?
3 months? I guess I'll take it. So I took the appointment. Now, mind you, I didn't have no meds. I was clean out. I had no medication. So, of course, my spots started to come back. Of course. Of course they did, because they hate me. So by the time I was able to get in to see the doctor, she saw how many spots I was having, and she was like, yeah, we need to up the meds because just that isn't going to work. Now, what she switched me to, I was taking Elidil at first. I was fine with Elidil. It didn't make me greasy or nothing. But then they switched me to this big jar of shit. TRI something. It was try something. Chlorine. Look, my brain is fried, dilated to the side, baby. I don't know. They gave me this big old jar of stuff. I just know it was greasy as hell. And I hated it. And the Elidil, I only had to put that on twice a day. This stuff, I had to put on 3 times a day. And I had to only put it on my spots. Like, I couldn't just, like, put it on like lotion. I had to literally only put it on my spots. And, baby, the mental exhaustion, whatever. The way putting that cream on 3 times a day messed with my mental. Like, I was really, every time I put my cream on, I was really sitting there like, bruh, this is finna take, it took me like 20 to 30 minutes to put my cream on each time. That's too much time that I'm wasting. I feel like I'm wasting time putting this cream on to be more accepted by others so that people don't look at me crazy and not necessarily for me or anything that I want. You get what I'm saying? I'm putting the cream on for like a year, and these are the kind of thoughts that I'm having. And I'm just like, this is crazy that I have to do this for the rest of my life. It's crazy that I have to do this to appease other people. It's crazy that I have to do this. Like, after about a year or so of me using that, I stopped because I just couldn't do it no more. I just couldn't do it. It was really messing with me for real. And then I would have to bring my medication with me when I was going out and stuff like that just to make sure I put it on 3 times. Like, it was a lot, boo. I wasn't doing that. So I stopped. And when I stopped taking my medication, I already knew what was going to come with it. I knew the crazy comments was going to come. People feeling like they can tell me, oh, this worked for me, so I think you should do this. Randomly in the middle of Walmart. I knew the craziness was going to come. I knew the crazy was going to come, and I was fine with that. Because I told myself, like, if you're going to do this, you better get some thick skin, boo. Better get some thick skin, boo. And I very much did. Watch this. So I stopped taking my medications. I stopped taking the creams. I was still taking my thyroid medicine, and I was still taking the vitamins that she told me to take that would be good for my skin. Cool. So when I stopped the medication, it's like my confidence did like a 180. So when I was on the medication and stuff, my confidence was probably at like, from 1 to 100, my confidence was probably at like a 45%, you know? But then when I stopped taking the creams, my confidence was at like a 200,000. Babes, my confidence just flew up. As I stopped taking the meds, my confidence went up. I don't know how or why it happened like that, boo, but it did. And then that's just pretty much it. When I stopped taking my medication, obviously my skin started to, you know, get more spots. But I'm noticing that my vitiligo does change, because I used to have like, my face was like almost fully white. And then now you can see the color trying to come back. But I don't really care. I don't do nothing extra to my face. The only thing I don't do with my face is I don't put just any old thing on my face. Because I have vitiligo, I don't put any old thing on my face. So I'm really big on Korean skincare and putting things on my face that I can actually pronounce. But anyways, that's the story. That's the tea. That's what happened to her skin, girl. She got vitiligo. Boring. I forgot to tell y'all all the shit I was going through when this happened. Boom. So when I was on my medicine, so remember how I told y'all, so I don't even know how to bring this in.
Whoa, brother. Whoa. Now, you got too much dip on your chip.
So at this time, I'm going through like a super crappy time in my life. Okay, I was in a toxic relationship where neither one of us seemed to be able to lead the other person. I think we was trauma bonded, boo. I think we were trauma bonded. So there was that. I was in college not knowing what the heck I wanted to do while sitting around with people who know what they want to do. So I was just feeling like I'm a little lost lamb and everybody else done found they living and they calling. I'm just sitting here just to sit here. So that was that. Then my daddy's twin brother entire family was living with us at the time. So I had no personal space, nothing. It was a body everywhere. So there was that. And then while they were staying with us, my uncle got sick, and he got so sick that he ended up passing away from a staph infection. That was my daddy's twin. So there was that. And then remember I told y'all about my daddy? Yeah, he was an alcoholic. So I had to deal with that. It was a lot, boo. It was a lot, boo. It was a lot, boo. But that's it. But that's the story. I told y'all the story wasn't that interesting, but y'all just wanted to hear it so bad. So now here's the boring story time about what happened to Tracy T's skin. You're welcome. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more of my shenanigans. Okay, bye.